Uncovering family secrets. Jimmy Kimmel pulls out medical records on live TV, sending his shockwaves through the audience. Is there more to the Trump family story than we know?
And then you have this happy couple, Don and Milan, who partied it up with all the Mar-a-Lago ghouls. This is the first time Melania has been seen with her husband in many months. The Trumps were, as you can see, not in costume. If I was Melania, I would have gone as Stormy Daniels, just to mess with them, right?
The night on Jimmy Kimmel leave with President Trump and Ivanka was charged with tension, transforming what should have been a routine interview into a highly anticipated moment of public scrutiny. For weeks, rumors had been circulating that Barron Trump, the youngest member of the Trump family, might not be Melania's biological son, but Ivanka's. These whispers grew louder with public comments from figures like Jasmine Crockett and former President Obama, pushing the story into the national spotlight. The question on everyone's mind was whether Jimmy Kimmel, known for his tough but fair questioning, would address these rumors directly. The audience arrived with a palpable sense of curiosity, sensing that something extraordinary was about to happen. The Trump's appearance wasn't just about politics, but about family, secrecy, and possibly a confrontation with a long-standing rumor. As the Trumps entered the studio, the usual cheers mixed with nervous energy, signaling that this wasn't going to be a typical lighthearted interview. Kimmel wasted no time. He opened with a calm but weighty question. There have been some serious rumors about your family. People want to know the truth.
It should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working. You're a very rude person, and the way you treat other people are horrible. You shouldn't treat people that way. Go ahead.
Trump immediately denied the rumors, calling them lies, while Ivanka echoed his words, but her composed demeanor faltered slightly. There was a subtle tension in the air, and the audience could feel it. Kimmel's questions were persistent but measured, designed to press for clarity without creating unnecessary drama. What can you tell us to address these concerns? He asked. The room seemed to hold its breath, waiting for a deeper response. But neither Trump nor Ivanka gave any ground. They repeated their denials, emphasizing family unity and loyalty. Yet despite their confidence, the unease was evident. Then came the moment that shifted the evening entirely. Kimmel reached beneath his desk and pulled out a sealed envelope, sending a ripple of anticipation through the room. These are reports found recently. Barron's medical records from nearly 20 years ago, he said.
That if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird.
The audience went still. Ivanka's expression froze for a brief moment. Her usual poise cracked. Trump, however, reacted sharply, his face reddening with anger. If you show anything without confirming it, Jimmy, you'll face serious consequences, he warned. His voice was filled with frustration, but the tension in the room only grew. The envelope wasn't just a piece of paper. It was tangible evidence that turned the rumors from whispers into something undeniable. Kimmel remained calm, offering to hear from those who brought the documents forward. The public deserves clarity, he said, signaling that this story was far from over. He announced that figures like Barack Obama and Jasmine Crockett would be invited on the show soon to explain the records. This wasn't about gossip anymore. The narrative was shifting into a national conversation that couldn't be easily dismissed. Ivanka, often composed under pressure, seemed to struggle with the weight of the moment. Her silence spoke volumes, her carefully constructed answers now insufficient in the face of something much bigger. Trump tried to regain control, redirecting the conversation to national issues and family values. Yet the audience could sense that the narrative was slipping away from their hands. The evening ended without resolution. There were no dramatic confrontations, no final denials. Instead, the moment had created a lingering sense of uncertainty. Trump and Ivanka had been forced to confront the rumors, but the truth remained elusive. The envelope had done more than present evidence. It had made the rumors real in a way words alone couldn't. The silence that followed spoke louder than any denial. Kimmel concluded the show with his usual politeness, but the tone was vastly different. The audience, who had come expecting lighthearted banter, left with a sense of unfinished business. The records, the rumors, and the unresolved tension meant that this story was far from over. The Trumps had faced a rare challenge, one that not even their usual defenses could easily dismiss. In the end, the night wasn't just about a talk show interview. It was a moment where the truth collided with speculation, where family secrets were questioned in front of a national audience. The tension between denial and truth, between family loyalty and public accountability, created a powerful, unresolved moment that would echo long after the cameras stopped rolling. The audience left knowing the conversation was just beginning. The truth, or at least the full story, was yet to unfold, and the implications would extend far beyond the studio walls. The night on Jimmy Kimmel Live had shifted from a celebrity appearance into something much more significant, an unforgettable moment of public and private tension that would be remembered for a long time.